Hi guys, this is Hari, View to Use here. This is a small little project I've done to make a mobile telescopic antenna to use when I'm out in the field, and I thought I'd like to share my finished product with you. So to start with, this is a telescopic pipe of aluminium. The largest dia is 2-inch pipe, and it goes to 1.75, 1.5, 1, and finally a 16 mm rod, which is the fifth element. Roughly the elements are all about 5.5 feet long and 5 elements, so about 27.5 to 28 feet is the total height. These are the collars I made, bushes, reducing bushes. The inner dia, the outer dia of this bush and the inner dia of this bush will match this outer tube and this inner tube, so it just gets telescopic. Similarly, 1, and then you have 2, and then you have 3, and then you have the last element on top, 4. So, and then this one. So you have all the tubes going one into the other. And then I have this heavy gauge stand in MS, which is made to be used in the field, where I can put it anywhere I want and drive my car over it for counterweight. And as an afterthought for some shorter guys, I had made this kind of step, so when there's a counterweight of the car on this doesn't move, and when you want to fiddle around with this telescopic antenna, you stand on this. You get up on this, when the weight is there, it doesn't lean back, and then you can play with this antenna. And then instead of using eye bolts, I managed to get some of these pin locks from China, basically to lock the different dias. It's a quick fix and release pin lock, just to lock the different sections in place, which I'll demonstrate now. So just a quick video to share with you guys what I've done, and now I'll just try and assemble this telescopic mast for you guys to see. So the first section, I've drilled holes here. You bring it up. Basically, you start first with the topmost section, with the little smallest one here. You can put this here, use this to hang an antenna with the carbiner, which I plan to do, which I've already done before. So put a carbiner through this, and at the end of it, hang any end-fed antenna or a G5RV or whatever, and away from the pole, which is metallic. So there are people who are saying it might interfere because it's a metallic pole. So this is the first section. Then you raise the first element up all the way till there's a green marking I made here to mark the end of the tube, and then lift this, and then you see some green dots here which are made basically to line up with the hole here. So I can just lock these pins here, push one lock pin in, then it's easy to let this go, and then push the other lock pin in, and this gets locked in. Then you take the next set of lock pins and raise the third element up similarly till you find that mark here, green mark, where it stops going up, and then you lift this, align the dots till you see the hole. Push the third pin in, it locks into place. You can lock this in, that's the third section in. Then you have the next section. Similarly, this goes up all the way till you see the green line marking. There it is. Then try and find the dots, and you should be able to find the hole. So this is the second last section. You line up the holes and the green dots again here, then push this one pin in, then you have the second lock pin that goes in here at 90 degrees, and again these are used to tie paracord down to secure the mast, all the sections similarly. And then you have the final section, which is the last pipe. Bring it down to that green hole, and then section that goes up again, and then you have the hole lined up, and then push the last lock pin in, and then this you have again to tie it down, and then you have your mast up. You have your car parked here on this, and you have your antenna on top, and you have all these so you can put your carbiners and paracords in. And then similarly, when you're done, you could take the pin locks out and bring it down section by section, which I'll show you in a minute. So now we'll bring the mast down by removing the quick lock and wall lock pins, and show you how quickly you can bring it down. The car is already parked on this, so the counterweight is there. You can even stand on this if you're a little short and you can't reach this. So bring one out, this section down. Second section pins out. So I also have this hose clamp for safety, though I have a collar that prevents it from going in. I also have this hose clamp to prevent one section from going into the other section. That's the second last section, and this last section, because of the non-availability of inner tube for this with a less tolerance, I've used a solid rod of aluminium, which is 16 mm in diameter. And this collar and this ball lock pin with this carbiner can be used for hanging any antenna. You can also fasten any antenna with that clamp here, or you can also use another ring here, or whatever you want to hang, an inverted V or any other end-fed wire antenna, whatever you want to do. So this is the last section down, and that's that. And this particular height, probably I'm 6 feet, it's about 6 feet 3 or 6 feet 4 closed, and then you can loosen these chuck nuts. Take this tube off the holder, and there it goes. So there's also a little canvas bag just to put this tube inside, and all the extra ball lock pins and the paracords and whatever paraphernalia you need to carry this antenna with you. And this is a little project. It's taken me over a month to sit and manufacture myself, powder coat it, and improvise on the way whatever I could. I just wanted to share this with you. Thanks guys. This is Hari View 3 UC signing off. 73s. Bye bye.